comfortable seat. Maybe you want to help with your hands from your inner thighs to rolling them and release your legs a tiny bit, rooting down from your seat, finding the sits bones, even your pelvis, that you do not fall into your belly, lengthening your spine, shoulders releasing, close your eyes, bring your awareness in, taking a huge big inhaling. And with your inhaling, as you're rooting down from your seat, you're rising from your top of your head, taking a huge inhaling. With your exhaling, without losing your lungs, exhaling, softening in your breath. Your face soft, feeling this tension in your face, preparing your place, cutting out time, daily life, sometimes super busy, sometimes kind of we don't know exactly where we are going, what to do, keeping us occupied. So bring your awareness, taking time for yourself, cutting out this time in this busyness, even it's not so much happening outside, there is so much happening inside. This constant planning, organizing, whatever there is, coping with the situation, finding strategies. Let yourself rest, no strategy needed. Nothing needed right now. Simply breath, empty space. As if you are opening a book and there is no words written yet. Or you're sitting in front of this blank canvas, nothing painted yet. Or if you're opening a door and there is still no word spoken, let yourself sink into this empty space you are. We are ignoring this place as we are much more interested in fullness, in colors, in words, in action, in busyness. Resting for a moment in this empty space. Fresh, new. Like we're meeting this new moon cycle from fullness to emptiness, from emptiness growing into fullness. Beautiful time to reflect, to set intentions. Maybe an intention for today. Maybe there's a bit of a bigger intention for this year, for this month, for this weekend. Let yourself setting an intention for today's practice, this open, vast, empty space. How you would like to color, to fill it, to paint it. What is, what you're longing for. What is, what you're wishing for. Big, small. Let yourself focusing on what would you like to be seen in this empty room, on this empty canvas, on this empty book. And sensing your breath. How is your breath this morning? Without changing anything. Can you sense your breath? Is it shallow? Is it rhythmic? Arrhythmic? Bringing your arms in front of you with your next inhale. Out, lengthening your arms and inhaling your arms over your head. Stay here for a moment and we want to exhaling in 5 steps. So you exhaling 1, exhaling 2, lowering your arms, exhaling 3, exhaling 4, empty your body completely. Inhaling, lifting your arms over your head, palms of your hand facing forward, shoulders releasing, holding your breath. And without inhaling in between, you want to exhaling your first part, exhaling second, exhaling 3, exhaling 4, empty, completely empty, 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 even more like the new moon. Inhaling abundance, fullness, full breath. Holding your breath. Without inhaling in between, you exhaling 1, exhaling 2, exhaling 3, exhaling 4, exhaling 5, letting it empty. 2 more times, inhaling, feeling even more, holding your breath, releasing your shoulders, softening in your arms, exhaling 1, exhaling 2, exhaling 3, exhaling 4, exhaling 5. Inhaling, exhaling 1, exhaling 2, exhaling 3, exhaling 4, exhaling 5. Resting your arms in front of you, entering your natural breath. Fullness, abundance, emptiness. We focus a lot on fullness, abundance, getting more. There's always something you want more. And you only can fill this bucket when there is enough space, when there is enough silence, when there is enough emptiness. Bring your arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling. Exhaling, planting your right hand, releasing your elbow, reach with your left arm over your head. Releasing your shoulder, lengthening your arm. Inhaling, coming back in your neutral soft touch of your hand. Exhaling, bringing your prayer in front of your chest. Staying here for a moment, closing your eyes and let your forehead meet your fingers. Internal gaze. Focusing internal, focusing on emptiness, nothingness. Clearing. Inhaling, reach with your arms over your head. Exhaling, the other side, left hand onto the floor, reach with your right arm. Warming up your body, the cells, deepening breath, connecting with movement. And every little movement is held by this open, vast space. This universe where all these beautiful stars and planets circling, floating around. Inhaling your arms back, into your neutral, planting your hands in front of you. And one more time, bring your forehead towards your fingers, internal gaze. Releasing your arms, turning to your right side, left hand outside right knee, right arm in your back, gentle twisting, shoulders releasing, depth in your breath. Taking a huge, big inhaling. With your exhaling, you're floating towards your left side. Right hand outside, left knee, left hand in line with your spine. Inhaling, coming back into your neutral. Sit with your right seat on your right hand. Your palm of your hand facing down, so your right shoulder stays down. Your left arm reaches over your head. Find your side of your head and help with a nice little gentle pull. Warming up the side of your neck, so much weight of thinking, planning, organizing, developing strategies to cope, to live, letting it rest and evolve from deep inside. Inhaling, releasing, gently turning your head with your nose, you're facing your left knee. Bring your left hand a tiny bit into your back and help to release this tension in your neck. Inhaling, release, releasing your left hand and sit with your left seat on your left hand. Right arm reaches around towards your left side and with a nice gentle pull, your left shoulder stays down, your right ear towards your right shoulder. You always can closing your eyes, supporting you internal gaze, discovering this empty space. This universe is living in you. You are this universe, shaped, formed, and nothing at the same time. Inhaling, releasing, turning your nose, facing your knee. Help with your hand, find a tiny bit more stretching. Inhaling, release, bring both arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling gaze, in line with your fingers. Exhaling, opening your arm, bring your chin towards your sternum, lifting your mula bandha. Inhaling, arms over your head, rooting down. Inhaling your arms. Exhaling your last time. Reaching forward from your chest, rolling over your knees. Find your tabletop, pushing all away what you're sitting on. Take maybe your socks already away. When you feel this is already a good time, cat-cow breathing, spreading your fingers, inhaling, gazing forward. Exhaling, rounding your spine. Inhaling, gazing. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, gazing forward, curling your toes under, lift your seat, downward facing dog, pedaling your feet. Feeling this waking up of your cells, of your muscles, with joy, with pleasure. There is stiffness, there is tightness. These shadows, we love to have the new moon. It is the shadows of our sides. Breath. Bend your knees, flow in your child pose. Leave your arms long, palms of your hands facing up, forehead touches the floor, rounding your spine. Active, passive, meeting in this same shape and form, like darkness meets with light, like emptiness meets with fullness. Plant your hands back onto the floor, gaze between your arms. Inhaling, exhaling, lift your seat, downward facing dog. Step your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling. Can you prove? Do you open your hip here? Stay square with your hip. Maybe your leg isn't lifting so high. Breathe. Bend your knee towards your chest. Step your right foot between your hands. In your long runner's lunge, release your left knee, your left toes, lengthening your front leg, stretching out, squaring your hips. Raise every little corner in your body. You wanna visit. Inhaling, bending your front knee, gazing forward, curl your back toes, step back in your downward facing dog. Left side, inhaling your left leg, stay square. Raise your hips, your neck releases. One more big inhaling. Bend your knee towards your chest, gazing forward. Step your left foot between your hands. Long runner's lunge. Release your right knee, your right toes. Lengthening your front leg while you're pushing your foot into the floor. Sweeping out your body. All of this tightness, stiffness, tiredness, with your breath, with movements, inhaling, gazing forward, exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog, inhaling in your high plank, unrolling your spine, gazing forward, lift your seat with a back, exhaling. Inhaling, unrolling. So from your heels over your legs, you're lengthening your spine, gazing forward in your high plank. Exhaling. One more time. Inhaling from your tips of your toes to your heels. Inhaling, 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 and step your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling. Inhaling, exhaling, right foot on the outside of your right hand, opening your foot, your hip 45 degrees, gazing forward. Breath. Rolling back your shoulders, making sure your face is nice and soft. Bring your left hand tiny bit more in your center. Lift your right arm, stacking your shoulders. Left hand in your center. Yes, and your right arm lifting up. Beautiful. Breathe. Breath. Exhaling, plant your right hand back. Plant your left hand back under your shoulder, stepping back, find your high plank. Exhaling, releasing your knees, stay with your toes, bending your elbows and hover your chest 2-3 centimeters over the floor, pushing with your seat, squeeze your elbows, activating a tiny bit more your strength, endurance. Breathe, inhaling, pushing with your toes, releasing. Breathe, pulling your hands towards your heart. Elbows, spreading your fingers, pull in, spreading these fingers, elbows, this is it. Curling your toes, pushing your seat back in your downward facing dog. Step your feet together, your left side, inhaling your left leg, stay square with your hips. Bend your knee towards your chest and step your left foot on the outside of your left hand, opening up 45 degrees. Stay here for a moment, pushing your heel, opening your chest, lifting your thigh. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Anna. Breath. Plant your right hand under your face, lifting your left arm. Breathe, feeling your right hand, wrist, elbow, shoulder, chest opening, and the extension from your right arm is your left. Breathe. Breath. Exhaling, planting your left hand back, your right hand under your shoulders, stepping back. Find your high plank, releasing your knees. Stay with your toes, pulling your elbows towards your chest, gazing forward from your chest. Chin, chest, wanna come, squeeze your elbows, holding, smiling. One more inhaling. And then from here, you're pushing with your toes, lifting your heart. Elbows squeeze to your body. Beautiful. Breathe. Lifting your thighs, lifting your heart, reaching forward from your arms. Breathe. Rolling back your shoulders. Breathe. Exhaling your hands, your toes, lift your seat, downward facing dog, paddling your feet, spreading these fingers wide. Breath. Rooting down from your left hand, reach with your right hand towards your right ankle, releasing calf muscle behind your knee, whatever you can grab, gaze under your left armpit. Breathe, diagonal stretching every little corner in your belly, in your body. You want to waking up, visiting, inhaling. Your hand reaches back and your left hand towards your right. Gaze. Breath. Inhaling, planting your hand back onto the floor, releasing your knees, flow into your child pose, bringing your hands around, fingers meeting your toes, forehead touches the floor. Soft in your shoulders, focusing into. Can you connect to this open, vast space you are, guided by breath, supported by the beat of your heart? Tuck your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, your knees in line with your hips. Inhaling your arms over your head. We want to take one more. These 5 steps, exhaling in your fullness. You want to exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling, come on to your knees. Exhaling, reaching forward, lengthening your spine, opening your arms towards your side, spreading your fingers wide. Breathe. Exhaling, releasing your belly, interlacing your fingers in your back and your arms, reaching over your head. Your chest broadening, your shoulders opening, your forehead resting. Releasing your arms, lifting your torso, releasing your arms on your side. Inhaling, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, reaching forward, pushing your seat, planting your hands, gaze between your arms, curl your toes, lifting your seat in your downward facing dog. A few different ways we can opening up even a tiny bit more, paddling. Bend your knees towards your chest, gazing forward, walking forward, stepping forward, hopping forward, whatever feels right for you. Inhaling, coming halfway, hands on your knees, lengthening your spine, rolling back your shoulders, rooting down from your right ball of your foot, lifting your heel, pushing your seat back, opening your chest, exhaling, releasing your heel, lifting your left heel, pushing your seat, planting, rooting down from your balls of your foot, finding this space you're creating. Exhaling, folding forward, release yourself forward. Inhaling, 1 breath in your standing. Exhaling, bring your prayer in front of your chest, close your eyes. Your forehead meets your fingers. Internal gaze. Heart beating, breath flowing. Breathe. Releasing your arms, sun salutation. Inhaling, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward. Step your right foot back. While you're stepping back, you're opening your chest, gazing forward, pushing with your heel. Exhaling in your downward facing dog. Inhaling in your high plank. Exhaling, releasing knees, toes stay. Chin, chest, elbow glued to your body. Inhaling, sneaking forward, lifting your heart, rising higher, spreading your fingers. Exhaling, knees, toes, pushing your seat, downward facing dog. Step your feet together, your right leg, inhaling. Exhaling, step your right foot between your hands. Pushing your heel, opening chest, rolling back shoulders. Exhaling, lightly stepping forward, inhaling halfway. Folding forward, exhaling, 1 breath standing. Exhaling, bring your prayer. Release your arms, sweep your arms over your head, left side. Want to start folding forward, long spine, diving forward. Step your left foot back, long runner's lunge, gazing forward, opening chest, exhaling, stepping back. In just 1 second, when people could stay here, just 1 second. See that you do not let your thigh falling and you're falling into your body. You always want to rising. So you want to lifting. This is it. And from here, you stepping back. Inhaling high plank. Exhaling knees. Chin, chest. Inhaling, sneaking forward. Exhaling in your downward facing dog. Stay here for a moment. Breathe, rolling back your shoulders. Nourishing your body with your breath. Breathe. Breath. One more inhaling. Exhaling, inhaling your left leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, stepping your left foot between your hands, long runner's lunge, gaze forward. Exhaling, lightly stepping. Inhaling, coming halfway. Exhaling, folding forward. Bless you. One breath standing. And when you want to coming up, can you feel you're pressing your feet? You're lifting your heart. Strong legs, no pressure on your back. Chest, hands in front of your chest. Close your eyes. Press, releasing your arms. Inhaling, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees. Utkatasana, a nice big circle. You're pressing your feet, lifting, feet pressing, knees bending, lifting your heart. Inhaling, exhaling, folding forward, releasing your neck forward. Inhaling, bending your knees, gazing forward. You can jumping back when this is part of your practice, or you're walking back, taking a vinyasa of your choice. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's meet in downward facing dog, spreading your fingers, releasing your neck. Breath. Step your feet together, lift your right leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, step your right foot between your hands, open your left foot 60 degrees in your first warrior. Hips facing front, front knee bending. Shoulders, hips, arms on your side. Sweep your arms over your head. Maybe you can gaze in line with your fingers. Bend your front knee. Press. Hips facing front. Bend your front knee a tiny bit more. Smiling in your heart. Breath. Breath. Exhaling, releasing your arms, stay in your bended knee, arms reaching in your back. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, and while your arms reaching into your back, you bring your chin towards your sternum. Inhaling. Exhaling, arms reaching in your back, chin towards your sternum, lifting your mula bandha, bending your front knee. Inhaling, and you're reaching forward from your heart, floating in your third warrior. Breath. Breath. Bend your front knee, step your left foot back, stay on your tips of your toes. Inhaling, lifting your arm. Exhaling, opening up, twisted, high lunge. Breath. Breath. Exhaling, twisting back, planting your hands onto the floor, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Inhaling, high plank. Exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana, or knees, chin, chest. Inhaling, upward facing dog, or cobra, downward facing dog, releasing your neck, breathe, always available for a moment, child pose, if you need to rest, if you need to integrate, breathe. Are you getting busy in your mind, filling it up? Breathe into this open, vast space you are. Hard breathing, breath flowing. Nothing in the way. Stepping your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling. With your inhaling, step your left foot between your hands, opening your right foot 60 degrees, lifting up in your first warrior. Celine, putting your heel down. Yes, come really in your first warrior. This is a nice opening for your hip and a stretch in your calf muscle. Regina, bending your front knee a tiny bit more. Bending your front knee a tiny bit more. Breathe, stretching out this calf muscle. Breathe. Breathe. And you want to releasing your arms. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling. Inhaling, lifting. Stay. Open your back foot 45 degrees so you can come in your second warrior. Breathe, opening your chest. Breath. Release your back arm, lifting your front. Inhaling back in your second warrior, releasing your elbow. Reach with your arm over your head. Breathe. You can bring it inside of your knee. Breath. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling, circling forward. Bring your toes with you, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Inhaling, high plank. Exhaling, knees, chin, chest, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, lifting your heart. Exhaling in your downward facing dog. Stay. Breathe. Bend your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward. Inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward in your exhaling, bending your knees, Utkatasana. Inhaling, stay in your knees bend, reaching high from your heart, releasing your tailbone, belly active. Breath. Exhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, bending your knees, hopping back, jumping back, taking a vinyasa, or we want to meet in downward facing dog. Please feel free, taking your options. Breath. Breath. Step your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling. Exhaling, step your right foot between your hands. Open your foot 60 degrees. Come in your first warrior, releasing your front knee, rolling back your shoulders. Breath. Breath. Exhaling, releasing your arms. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, releasing your arms. Inhaling, lifting this one side. We've done already. Exhaling, we're needing to put your hands back onto the floor, stepping back in your downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, stepping your left foot between your hands, open your right 60 degrees, inhaling, releasing your shoulders. Now you want to do it again, releasing your neck towards your belly. Inhaling, lifting your arms. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling one more time. Inhaling, lifting, and then from here you want to reaching forward from your chest, lifting your back leg, flow into your third warrior. Breathe. Breath. Bending your front knee, balancing on your toes. High lunge with your inhaling. Exhaling, opening up in your twisted high lunge, bending your front knee, creating space in your belly, in your chest. Breath. Breath. Exhaling, releasing your arms, stepping back in your downward facing dog, taking a vinyasa of your choice. Inhaling in your high plank, exhaling knees, chin, chest, chaturanga dandasana. Inhaling, sneaking, exhaling in your downward facing dog. Breath. Step your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling. Exhaling, stepping your right foot between your hands one more time. 60 degrees. First, you want to come one more time in your first warrior. Breathe shoulders, hips, calf muscles. And then from here, you want to opening up. You're opening your chest, you're walking your back foot, one foot back, open it 60 degrees, second warrior. Front knee bending, reversed warrior. Inhaling, releasing elbow, side ankle, breath. Inhaling, windmill back, second warrior. Exhaling, windmill forward, planting your hands, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Please take one more vinyasa of your choice, or you stay in your down dog, or you're softening in your child pose. Inhaling, beautiful. Exhaling in your downward facing dog. Let's meet in downward facing dog, taking two more really conscious breaths. Inhaling fullness, abundance. With your exhaling, opening your mouth. Deep exhaling. Inhaling fullness, abundance. Exhaling. Bend your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward. Inhaling halfway, folding forward, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Inhaling, rolling back your shoulders. Breath. Exhaling, folding forward, releasing your neck.
Bend your knees, gazing forward, hopping, stepping, walking back. Let's meet in downward facing dog. So you can take a vinyasa, in vinyasa of your choice, stepping your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling, exhaling, stepping your right foot between your hands, stay balancing on your back toes, high lunge, breathe. Opening up to your twisting, left arm reaches over your right, planting your hand in front of your chest, lowering down your left elbow in your twisted side ankle, Pavrita Parshva Konasana. Stay with your hands where they are, or you're releasing your left arm. Help yourself, twisting. Right hand can come onto your right hip to help yourself twisting, or you reach with your arm over your head, or you're finding a bind. Breathe. I know it's a wobbly business. Breathe wherever you are. Breathe one more, inhaling. Exhaling, planting your hand onto the floor, gazing forward, releasing your left knee, your left toes. Scoop with your left heel into your center, and you want to sitting on your left heel, lengthening your right. When this is difficult, you always can grabbing a block to sit a tiny bit higher, because for some people this is really difficult with your center. If this is really super difficult and you can't sit here, please find your Shanu Shirshasana. This you can do as well. Flexing your front foot. Maybe you want to use 2 blocks, one flat and then one on top. Because when you have it like this, that's really a bit wobbly. And when you have 2 blocks flat, it's a tiny bit easier. Or you're using, I hope at home you're finding a variation. You can help. Bring your hands next to your hips. First, you want to lifting yourself up. Breath. You can stay here, or you're inhaling your arms. Exhaling, folding forward, releasing forward. Please come in your Shanu Shirshasana when this is too difficult. Breath. Inhaling slowly, coming back, planting your hands behind and opening your chest. Reaching forward from your balls of your foot and lifting yourself. Exhaling, coming back down onto your seat, reaching forward from your heart, your hands helping you find your long runner's lunge, curling your back toes. Exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog, taking a vinyasa of your choice. Stay in your down dog, child pose, always available. Breathe. Breath. And let's meet in downward facing dog, controlling your fingers. Do they spread wide? Index finger and thumb planted onto the floor. Breathe. 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 One more big inhaling. Stepping your feet together, lifting your left leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling. Did we do this side? Sorry, you need to lift your right leg towards the ceiling. No. People, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Let's stay for 1 second in downward facing dog. And I wanna find the way you need to lift your left leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, stepping your left foot between your hands, coming up into your high lunge, releasing your knee. Releasing the shoulders, come in your twisting. So your right arm reaches over your left, bending your knee. Breath. Plant your hands in front of your chest. Please stay here. It's a really good balancing pose. You can bending your knee a tiny bit more while you're stretching your back leg. Lowering down your elbow on the outside. Help yourself twisting. Breath. 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 Find your variation. Breathe. Breath. One more big inhaling. Exhaling, releasing, planting your hands, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Taking one more, Vinyasa. Inhaling in your high plank, exhaling knees, chin, chest. Inhaling, sneaking forward. Exhaling in your downward facing dog. Stay, breathe, spreading your fingers. Step your feet together, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling, exhaling your right foot between your hands in your high lunge. Inhaling, exhaling, planting your hands, releasing your back knee, scoop with your heel. Did we sit on this heel? I'm super confused today with left and right. I'm so sorry, people. We need to step the other foot back. So you want to bring your left foot between your hands, releasing your right knee, your right toes. Scoop your right heel 2 centimeters in your center and sitting on your heel. Peeps at home, I'm really sorry. Sitting on your heel, please making sure you can find a height under your seat. Always you can come in your Shanu, Shirshasana. It is a beautiful way to sit on your heel when you can slowly making it both knees together. It's a thigh stretch and it helps to open in your ankles and you're warming up your first chakra. So you can stay with your hands next to your hips, lifting yourself up a tiny bit, and then you're softening in. When you have a bit more availability, lifting your arms, folding forward. Hips, shoulders, maybe you stay on your fingers. Inhaling, gazing forward. Exhaling, come in your sitting, letting your hands walking behind you, under your shoulders, spreading your fingers wide, opening your chest. You can stay here or you're reaching forward from your foot, lifting your seat. Exhaling, coming back down onto your seat, reaching forward from your chest as if you want to hugging someone. Maybe you need to help with your hands. lifting yourself up, planting your hands, stepping back in your downward facing dog, taking one more vinyasa of your choice, inhaling, exhaling, knees, chin, chest, chaturanga dandasana, inhaling, exhaling in your downward facing dog, breathe. Bend your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward, inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward in your exhale. One breath, standing, inhaling, exhaling, bring your prayer in front of your chest. Stay here for a moment. Breathe. Are you okay? Shall I close the shutters? It's a bit hot here. Breathe. Releasing your arms, sweep your arms over your head, gaze in line with your fingers, staying here while you're pressing your feet. Finding this alignment. Do you fall into your lower back? Breath rising and rooting, fullness and emptiness. Breathe. Exhaling, gather the energy in front of your chest, releasing your arms on your hips, lifting your right knee, interlacing your fingers, holding your leg. Breath. Inhaling, lengthening your right leg. Exhaling, bending. Inhaling, lengthening your right. Exhaling, bending. Inhaling, lengthening your right. Exhaling, bending. Inhaling, lengthening your right. Stay. Hold your leg. Bring your hands on your hips. Lifting your arm over your head. Breath. Breath. Bend your knee towards your chest and letting your knee opening towards the side. Breath. Find your balance. You can bring your hand under your knee and you want to inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling, releasing. Inhaling, stay, support with your arm, or you're releasing your arm, you're lifting your arms over your head. Exhaling, releasing, planting your foot back onto the floor. Inhaling, rooting from your legs, lengthening your arms. Breathe, gaze in line with your fingers, rooting down from your feet. Do you fall into your lower back? Breathe, planting your feet, rooting down, reaching high. Exhaling your prayer in front of your chest, hands on your hips, bending your knee, left knee, interlacing your fingers, holding your leg. Breathe, find your inner frequency, find your breath, heart beating in, exhale, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, releasing. One more time, inhaling. Stay, hands on your hips, arms over your head. Breath. Breath. One more inhaling. Exhaling, bending your knee towards your chest, open your knee towards the side. You can stay here, really. Breathe. Wobbly business, open hip. You can bring your hand under your thigh and you can start working. Inhaling. Inhaling, you need to press your right foot into the floor and rising from your top of your head. Exhaling, and your leg is just working. Inhaling, stay, hands on your hips, arms over your head. Inhaling, raise, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, closing your legs, arms over your head. Inhaling, exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees. One more, Utkatasana. Inhaling, stay, breathe, breathe. Exhaling, folding forward, Uttanasana, lengthening your legs, bending your knees, gazing forward. You want to plant your hands under your soles of your feet, feeling this beautiful connection, your feet, your hands, releasing your neck. Please stay bending your knees. Press. And if you would like, you can start working, pressing your feet into the floor, lengthening your legs with your inhaling, exhaling, bending your knees. Inhaling. Inhaling. One more time, inhaling. Exhaling, bending, releasing your hands and bending your knees, lifting your heels, coming down, balancing. Bring your prayer in front of your chest, balancing. Press, arms reaching over your head. Press, closing your eyes or lowering your gaze. Staying here. Bring your prayer in front of your chest, reaching forward, sitting down on your seat, lengthening your legs, pushing with your hands, your flesh to the side, Paschimottanasana, inhaling, making sure you're bending your knees when you need, folding, releasing your neck, releasing any tension you are holding. Softening, letting your neck grow long, gaze towards your belly button. Breath. Inhaling, gazing forward, exhaling, coming back into your sitting, shuffling forward from your seat. You want to take an inversion. Today we want to take the shoulder stand. If you don't want, please remember everyone is practicing with me already, cyberspace here as well. You always can coming down and bring a height under your hips, or you want to floating back. You bring your feet bended, you bring your knees bended, planting your feet onto the floor. You want to making sure your shoulders are really far away from your ears, your arms on your side, a long spine. Bending your knees, helping with your hands, lifting your seat, bring your knees on your forehead, walking your shoulders, lifting your legs in your shoulders then. Breathe. Please do not watch to the window, look to the window, to the screen, or to your neighbor when you are here. You simply follow what feels right for you. When you don't understand the words, please don't worry. You're taking your variation, or you need to come back onto your spine to have and watch. You don't want to turn your head. While you're staying here, you're releasing your breath. You're finding the softness in your throat. Closing your eyes when you like to feel even more your softness, your toes pointing towards the ceiling. You want to bring your pubic bone reaching towards your nose. Your throat is soft. Your face soft. Exhaling, bringing your legs over your head. Maybe you need to support with your hands because your toes can't meet the floor. Then you're supporting with your hands, your back. When your toes can meeting the floor, you can interlacing your fingers and lengthening your arms, lifting your seat. Halasana, plow. People used to the practice, you can bending your knees, squeeze your knees on your ears, reaching around with your arms, creating a bit of weight on your calf muscles. Your neck wanna stay nice and long. Lengthening your legs, bring your hands back on your kidneys, lifting your legs, floating back into your shoulder stand. Raise, plant your hands on your sacrum, scissor your legs, bending one of your knee to plant one foot onto the floor, the other foot onto the floor, and come in your back bending. Pressing your feet into the floor, lifting your hips, come back down onto the floor with your spine, lengthening your legs in your fish pose, lifting your heart, come onto your elbows, your hands next to your body. Traditionally, you can sit with your seat on your hands to making sure your shoulders are really over your elbows. If you would like to take one more nice challenging pose, you leave your hands next to your body. So either way, you're pressing your elbows into the floor, lifting your heart. Maybe this is where you stay, activating your balls of your feet, you stay here. Or you bring your top of your head towards the floor. People who would like to challenge, interlacing your fingers, point with your index finger, lifting your legs, and you stay here. Breathe. Please find any variation supporting you. Breath. Fish. Breath. Breath. With your next inhaling, wherever you are, you wanna lifting. So bringing your elbows back, lifting your heart. Exhaling, rolling back onto your spine, bending your knees towards your chest. Squeeze your body, making yourself very, 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 very small. Breath. Planting your feet onto the floor, stepping them together, opening your arms towards your side, letting your knees floating to one side, back in your neutral. Exhaling to the other side, and you always want to stay with your feet connected onto the floor. Inhaling back in your neutral, exhaling the opposite side. Inhaling back in your neutral, giving yourself a really nice massage on your bum, on your sacrum, and find a sweet little twisting. Inhaling back in your neutral one more time. Exhale. Inhaling back into your neutral, arms next to your body, Shavasana, letting your legs growing long. Taking a few adjustments, what you need, maybe a blanket, socks, jumper, making sure you find your last asana in peace, in relaxation, wetting your lips with your tongue when you are ready, swallow. Softening in your fingers, softening in your shoulders, in your arms, your chest letting go, your belly softening, your organs, heaviness in your hips, your thighs let go, your knees softening, your calf muscles, and your feet. Let go. Supported by Mother Earth, Father Sky, in this open, empty space. Let's rest. Let's integrate. Stillness, vastness, emptiness. Our mind calls us. This is depression. This is frustration. This is what we are running away from. And in fact, it is what supports us. What creates this space for this absolutely amazing, colorful life. You are about to paint this canvas, minute by minute, freshly and new. You are about to write your own book, word by word, fresh and new. Be nourished by this wonderful empty.
Settle in the here and now. Reach down into the center where the world is not spinning and drink this holy peace. Feel relief flood into every cell. Nothing to do, nothing to be, but what you are already. Nothing to receive, but what flows effortlessly from the mystery into form. Nothing to run from or run toward. Just this breath, awareness knowing itself as embodiment. Just this breath, awareness waking up to truth. This is a quote by Donna Ford. And gently and slowly letting your breath growing fuller and stronger. Maybe it moves into playing with your hands, with your fingers, with your toes, with your legs. Maybe spontaneous movement wanting to happening. Or you feel ready folding in your knees towards your chest and flow to your right side. When you feel ready, you can turn to your left side, staying there for just a breath. And press your hand in front of your chest into the floor. Come into a comfortable seat. Any posture you feel comfortable with. Planting your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your chest and closing your eyes. Do you remember your intention in setting for today? How you want to write this book, paint this canvas, filling this day with experiences. Maybe this weekend, maybe this week, maybe this year. Remembering and let it seal and being supported by the universe in finishing with a deep, deep sounding Om, starting together. Thank you so much for practicing yoga with me this morning, and sorry for the confusion.